So, hi, friends, and my neighbors here in St. Charles Parish. This is Sheriff Greg Champagne, and here we are, beginning of July 2026. This is going to be an extra special July 4th. It's the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. So, I know you're all looking forward to that, and we hope to see you out at the Bridge Park on July 3rd for our annual fireworks celebration with entertainment and, of course, fireworks. This is one of the two periods where fireworks are legal in St. Charles Parish, but I would hope in lieu of spending your hard-earned money on fireworks that you come out and attend the free celebration that the parish puts on July 3rd. Just as a reminder, fireworks are only legal to be discharged privately on July 3rd and July 4th from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. I don't know why the ordinance started at 9 a.m. Probably 1 or 2 would be a better time, but it's 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And of course, this is not within close distance to hospitals or nursing homes. So we need you to be especially careful. And please be considerate of your neighbors, especially those with pets. Every year we hear from many, many people whose pets just really can't take the fireworks. We know it's a freedom issue. It's July 4th. But we urge you, even though it is legal for our limited periods of time, to please be cautious and considerate of your neighbors. So if you'll do that, we'll make us all happy and make our life a lot better. I want to report on crime stats. Here we are. The first half of 2026 is finished. While we don't have a whole year, obviously, it's only a half a year. I am happy to report that our crime numbers continue to run at a very low rate. Our best crime year in the last 30 years was 2023. And in 2024, 2025, we were just above the 2023 levels. And so this year is no exception. Even though we have 6 months left to go, we certainly stand on the verge of potentially another low crime year in all the 7 categories that the FBI tracks. But there is some really good news as far as that's concerned. Our homicide rate, meaning murder, intentional homicide, which is what a murder is, we've had 0 murders in not only 2025, but also since May of 2024. We have actually gone 2 years without a single murder in St. Charles Parish. That's unheard of. In the last 30 years, we usually average 3 to 4 murders per year here in the parish. So for us to have gone now 2, when we, before that, hadn't even gone a whole calendar year, we've now gone 2 calendar years without a single murder. That's a lot to be said for the people of St. Charles Parish and the fact that hopefully we're learning to be able to settle our differences without violence. The other crime categories are extremely low. Our rape categories are in the single digits, as well as robbery, assaults, thefts are continuing at kind of a normal rate. You're going to have a certain number of, fights and assaults and threats and domestic violence. But again, the numbers are not extremely low, but they're certainly not rising. So things are good on the crime stat front, and we hope that we continue to have a good year. I want to say, your fear of being injured in St. Charles Parish should not be from violent crime. In fact, I say this to groups all the time, your chance of being injured here are much higher when you get on the road and take to the highways than being the victim of a violent crime. That's almost unheard of, but certainly you do risk your safety by being on our highways. If you notice, literally tens of thousands of people pass through St. Charles Parish every day. We've got major arteries, I-10, I-310, Highway 90, both river roads. We are seeing, unfortunately, a fairly large number of accidents, and usually every day we have 1 or 2 serious accidents with injuries. While I'm not an expert, I think it's safe to conclude that distracted driving, cell phone use while on the road is probably a primary cause, something that's very difficult for our deputies to enforce. So when you get on the highway, drive defensively, put down the cell phone, don't scroll while you're driving. It's resulting in injuries and death, and it's preventable. So help us prevent it and be safe out there on the highways. I want to talk about electric vehicles finally, kind of close out with that. We do get a lot of information, a lot of complaints from citizens, both phone calls and social media about electric vehicles. Electric scooters, electric dirt bikes, e-bikes have proliferated really beyond anything that we've seen before. I'm going to be frank with you. We get asked all the time why we're not doing something about it. Frankly, Louisiana law has not kept pace with the technology of these e-bikes and these e-vehicles. I was hoping the legislature would put together some reasonable rules to help make things safer, but that session went by without such a thing. So I want to let everybody know that we are working on an ordinance right now. I am with our in-house attorneys, and we'll be working with the council, and I expect to unveil that later in July. It will hopefully put some reasonable guidelines, rails on the problem of e-bikes. We're not going to eliminate it. We can't really eliminate it, but we can put certain reasonable restrictions on parish roads with them. One of the main things we're going to be looking at is e-scooters, e-dirt bikes that are not capable of pedaling, which can get to speeds of up to 40, 50 miles an hour. We're finding 12, 13, 14-year-old kids riding these vehicles that go well in excess of 25 miles an hour. So we are going to be that will probably be the most extensive restrictions, where these vehicles that can go those kind of speeds really need to be licensed, operated by a licensed driver, just as a regular motorcycle would be. So you can look to that to be coming. I don't think it's going to eliminate every possible accident, but we are going to try to put again, some reasonable guardrails on the use of these bikes. In the meantime, I ask that you parents step up. If you're going to buy your child an electric scooter, an e-bike, or an e-dirt bike, you need to take the time and sit down with them. Number one, you need to get them a helmet. Number two, you need to tell them that even a pedal bicycle has to follow the rules of the road. That's stopping for stop signs, looking both ways before you cross the road. We're seeing so many kids on these scooters just zip past stop signs, not even looking, thinking, I'm on a scooter, I can just do this. And of course, they're bulletproof. Nothing's ever going to happen to them, but we know better. We've seen serious accidents, not just in St. Charles Parish, but all in the surrounding areas. In fact, all over the country. We've seen deaths of children who are really not equipped mentally to understand the dangers that they're facing. So parents, please have that talk. If you're going to buy one of these electric vehicles for your kids, you need to sit down. Number one, get them a helmet, which we're going to ask that be put in a new parish ordinance. You explain to them stopping and looking so that we can avert tragedy. So it's your kids, and we need you to step up, because if you just assume that they're doing the right thing, it doesn't take long to go driving and seeing that so many of them just really don't recognize the danger. So step up and help them and protect your kids. So thanks. That's all I have really for this mid-year update. And again, I want to wish everybody a happy July 4th, really a happy rest of the summer. We hope things cool off, and we hope we can avoid any serious storms, for the rest of the summer as well. So take care, and happy July 4th, and happy 250th birthday to this great country, the United States of America. Thank you very much.